Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Alex Thrill coming to you, and I'm just gonna do a little update or review or thoughts on Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Now, I know, hear me out, I didn't write it. I didn't write it. Oh well, I don't plan on writing it. I don't want to write it. I don't even want to go to Walt Disney World in the shape it is right now. It's a horrible mess. It's only going to get worse. Of course, I'm starting rambling on too quickly. But for those that don't, already know, or most public knows that Splash Mountain was closed about a year or two back. And they redid it. And they closed a classic wonderful attraction, a bright and happy musical adventure called Splash Mountain. And just because people were whining and crying that, oh, Song of the South that's based on is racist. And I'm sure it was only a handful of people crying that they wanted it destroyed, and that's what happened. They basically destroyed it. Now, say what you will, say what you want to. I mean, I've seen the POV of Tiana, and basically what I figured was going to happen, it wasn't even open to the public yet, and I knew all this was going to, everyone pretty much knew. Disney's current operations right now, or people in charge, rushed this thing too fast, and yeah, it's terrible right now. It's breaking down. All these animatronics, they're like cut in half from what Splash Mountain used to have. Now, probably cut more than half the animatronics. They're not even working. All these glitches and stuff, all these, high-end animatronics, cool. Okay, I saw the POV. The animatronics are very good. They're really updated. They're really neat. They're definitely not as old as the old ones. So if these animatronics are so advanced, why aren't they working? Why aren't they moving when they're supposed to? Because a lot of the time now there are so many technical glitches, but yet you have all these new advanced technical animatronics and they still don't work. And I can see people right now saying, oh, they got some teething issues. Well, usually that I can understand, maybe once or twice, but it's breaking down constantly right now. And the public, it is about to open to the public very soon, if it hasn't opened to the public already. So, and I just, the POV, let me tell you about what I saw through the point of view video of this. It is the saddest thing in the world. They took so much light out of it. There was actually a video of side-by-side comparison from the Splash Mountain version and the Tiana's version, and I'm just telling you the amount of light they took out of that is just depressing. The amount of animatronics, yeah, it's depressing too. It's just not right what they did. So it just, and as I said, it's constantly breaking down. It's constantly having issues. Why? Why? Let's see, Disney. You rush through it. The original design and idea from the renderings, the drawings from the release of what you were going to do to it, yeah, I mean, I could have given you a chance on that. Yeah, it actually looked good. But you didn't do half of it. The whole design of the front looks nothing like it from what you told people it was going to be. Right now it looks like, oh, let's see the names people have had for it. Hobby Lobby Mountain, Broccoli Mountain. I call it the Garden Center because it's just, and at this point the way it's looking like Moldy Mountain. Just moss and grass and whatever on the mountain. I mean, people walk by and probably don't even realize there's an attraction in there because it looks like trash. And why? Because, oh, we gotta get this done, we gotta get this up and running. You know. And so there are people that have ridden it that are like, oh, this is great, this is fun, this is amazing, it's great. It's a piece of shit, is what it is. It's terrible. I I will trash talk this thing as I rode the original Splash Mountain quite a few multiple times. I loved it. The first time I ever got to ride it back in 2007, I had my first initial thoughts and it was fun. It was great. In fact, the first time I think I ever got to ride it was in the dark, I believe. Um, got to ride that in the dark. I think it was Extra Hours, and that was back in 2007. Um, it was great. I loved it. I was immersed in the story. You know, you get thrown into a story. You were thrown into a wonderful, fun story with the original Splash Mountain. You know, you followed the characters, you followed Brer Rabbit, Brer Bear, and the Fox, and all the mischief stuff they got into, and all the different things they did. And at the end, it was exciting. You know, the hill. You know, the fox was going to get Brer Rabbit and had him, and then you fall back into the briar patch. And the ending was great. The very last part of the ending, the big boat was there. All the characters were there singing Zippity Doo Dah, and that was an iconic song. Zippity Doo Dah. In my heart, will never be removed ever from Disney. Yeah, Disney removed it, but Zippity Doo Dah was like a Disney anthem. You know, it was something that was used not just on the ride, it was used in other parts of the park. And it was great. It was a happy, fun song. Now you got this Let's Find the Spice song. Let's Find the Spice. Yeah, that's great. Who needs Zippity Doo Dah? You know, I want spice. I couldn't give a damn. Bring back Zippity Doo Dah. It made me happy. It made so many other people, Disney fanatics happy. And then not just Disney fanatics, people in general. The general public loved it. It got you excited when you heard that. You know, they used to use that on like the buses and the hotels and stuff all around the Disney area. Now you don't get to hear it, probably because they took it out. Um, so if you have any memorabilia from the Splash Mountain, original Splash Mountain, keep it. Keep it as best you can. It is very valuable at this point. I'd honestly say for you who really love Splash Mountain, keep it forever. Don't sell it. It's absolutely priceless. The original Splash Mountain is now gone. And again, one thing with that is if I think the one in China is still original because they won't tear it down. I know Disney Corporation is trying to get after them to do it, and China's like, no, we're going to keep our original. Good for you. Good for you, China. I'll give you that. It's just you stood your ground. You're not going to let anything like anybody from the Disney Corporation to tear that down. Um, so a lot more rumors with Disney going around right now. I mean, they want to build another land, another amusement park for Disney. I don't know if they have yet or it's been cut through or going through with it, but they're thinking of a Cars Land similar to Disney's California Adventure to be put in the backside of where Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is. It's going to look like an eyesore. I think that the idea that they think that it's the Cars Racer that they want to put similar to what California Adventure. But to put that way right behind Big Thunder Mountain, it's just it's not going to look right, and it. I think the thing you're thinking of is try. I think the thing Disney is trying to think of that I'm seeing is they're trying to blend another part of the land with Big Thunder Mountain. You're putting yourself in the hole more and more, and you don't know what to do. Well, first of all, you need to stop. You destroyed yourself enough already. Your prices are outrageous. This Genie Plus BS that you've been doing, having everybody on their phones all the time. Who wants to go on a vacation and be on their phone the entire time just because they got to get on a ride? Just because they got to get in line for something. And if they don't make it, you're in line for 2 or 3 hours a day. You know, you're just spending time on your phone, not guaranteed to get it. People have to be up at the crack of dawn trying to get on, in these lines from their phone. But I don't, yeah, it's not fun. Universal Epic Universe is going to wipe Disney clean. I'm just saying it right now. Epic Universe looks phenomenal, and they announced that they actually announced that back in I think 2019, and they're going to wipe the floor with Disney. They are wiping the floor with Disney right now. Because Disney, you're going like this. Universal Studios is going to go like this and going higher and higher, and the more and more lower Disney's getting, the more people are looking at Epic Universe, and worse Disney's getting. Disney's just failing everywhere. You're firing your staff. You're either firing your staff for what reason, I don't know, um, or they're walking out. Honest to me, if I were an employee, I would have been walked out. I would literally walk out. I don't know why there really honestly hasn't been a major walkout of a lot of the employees. Like, altogether, just, we're done with this. Like, because I can guarantee they could get jobs somewhere else in Florida. Well, the theme parks too. They'd probably get better pay and better other stuff down at somewhere else. I don't know. Disney, you're going down the toilet. Um, so yeah, I don't think you're getting out of the hole you're in now. I don't care. Say how great Disney is. Oh, Disney this, Disney. I don't care. When I went in 2007, that was probably the best year I got to go because everything that was Disney back then was Disney. Not the Disney it is now. They're taking all this stuff out. You have to do all this extra shit for no reason that back in 2007 when I went was free. You know, and got a lot of free perks doing some of this stuff. The late night, the extra hours, a lot of the characters and stuff I got to see just generally free. Now they're doing all this extra stuff that certain characters that you'd probably find anywhere, is an extra time, or they're not even out, or you have to have a special price for that. You have to be on your phone the entire time. You have to um you have to just cross your fingers and hope that you're going to get in line at the crack of dawn. And I can't do that. I don't see how it's fun. It's just not. I don't even want to even wonder why I would even think to do something like that. Fast pass system, your Genie Plus or whatever, however you're doing it, and go back to the original paper fast passes. When you went to a kiosk, got a fast pass, it told you what time to come back, in between a certain hour and stuff, and as simple as that. Absolutely simple. And it was effective and it worked. Now you got to be on your phone, putting these codes in or whatever. You have to be, in a certain line. You have to pay for this Genie Plus, and it's ridiculous. So yeah, I shouldn't have to pay to get in line somewhere, or skip the line. Even if you skip the line, how much more of a guarantee that you're not going to wait? Because that line that you're trying to skip may be almost just as full as the regular line. Who knows? You're not the only one getting on there, So, I won't go back to Disney. They're ruining Epcot, and that's a damn shame, too. They're really ruining Epcot. I used to love Epcot. I found Epcot to be very relaxing in a way. It's a lot of walking. Uh, it's like two massive parks put together. But I always enjoyed it. They always did a good job. And then, of course, in the past few years, when they decided to get rid of the fireworks show, I think 2019 was our last time there, and they did the old Reflections of Earth. It was called, and that was always a good show. But since they got rid of it, they've been switching that out more and more because hey, they're just doing whatever. And did all that construction with Epcot just to make it worse. You could have left Epcot alone. You really didn't have to go through Epcot the way you did. I don't know why, but you could have left Epcot alone. Could have left everything alone that Disney did with whatever they've been doing and what they're doing now. You need to stop. You need to let Disney go. Yeah. I used to love Disney World. Love planning going and, having fun, but I won't go back there again. Not unless for some miraculous reason you all do a U-turn and make Disney what it used to be. Which at this point I really don't think you're going to. So that's my little Disney rant about the way Disney is. As I said, don't get me wrong, I love Disney. I am a, how do I want to say this? I'll say like a true Disney fan. When I say true, I mean I love Walt Disney's films, the original animated films he did, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, he did Pinocchio, he did Peter Pan. All these original animated movies he did, the way he built Disneyland and planned Disney World up until his passing in the 1960s. It was great. But now it's just like, honestly, I think right now you just need to take Disney's name off of it because you're putting all this other stuff in that has literally nothing to do with Disney himself. And, yeah. But, but that's how I feel. I, you know, I like the original Disney stuff, not all this stuff. First of all, Marvel, some of these Marvel heroes you got, why are Marvel characters with Disney? Why? I don't want to see a superhero at Disney World. I don't think of, all these other superheroes when I think Disney World. I think Disney characters. Superheroes are not a Disney character. Just saying. But, anyways, other than that. So, yeah. Disney has failed and it's just getting worse and worse. And that's just the way it is. Unless it changes, which I highly doubt.